Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a time-lapse of a radio stamp I carved for a design competition. For this process, you're going to need a few things: a linoleum block, some carving tools like an X-Acto knife or a carving knife, ink, and a design to carve into your linoleum. The first thing I'm doing is coloring in any parts of the design I want to keep in the stamp. I colored in the handle a bit last minute because I realized I wanted to leave it in for this design. These colored parts of the stamp are what will show up once you ink it. I recommend taking your time to ensure that you include every detail you want in your stamp. Remember, you can always cut more linoleum off, but you can't add more back on. I'm very careful around the edges because these bits in particular will be the most noticeable if they're missing a chunk. This stamp took me about 30 minutes from start to finish, including designing the radio. That is one of my faster carving times, but it's mainly because this design is much smaller than what I typically carve. Around bits like these speakers, I go much slower because I want my design to have perfect curves. Don't be afraid of going around certain parts of your design more than once to make sure you have the right look. I was okay with having a bit of a grungy design for this stamp because of the organization it's for, but I still wanted the design to be refined. This stamp has lots of small details. Using a carving tool like I am can be helpful for cutting curves or lines in your design, but you'll see me use a craft blade here and there to get a closer cut in my design. The craft blade can be helpful for reaching small areas of the design that the carving tool can't reach. Typically, the carving tool is all I need, but for such a small stamp like this one, the craft blade is quite helpful, especially when cutting small squares. Anyway, I'll let you watch the rest of this on your own.